Good afternoon. Welcome to the Bars and Bells studio. My name is Ian.
And I'm Lauren.
And this is a new time with some of our new and favorite moves. 4 p.m. live on a Thursday.
The bar class.
The bar class. That's it. So are you live with us? Are you in the archive? If there's a live time for you that you wish to train with us, type it in the old comment section there. And after Lauren's foot warm up and our moves at the bar, maybe we can see that and maybe modify our schedule. But until then, Lauren's going to take us through the foot warm up. Go for it.
Okay, before we get into our foot warm up, I'm going to spice things up on the floor with the light splits. Okay. Let's get there via our forward fold. That's our chin tuck and rolling ourselves forward over top of those hips. Try not to push your hips back as you roll forward. Let's dangle here for a couple seconds. Breathe, maybe bend and straighten. And then I'm actually going to add to this. Let's gently bend our knees towards over our toes. Then keep your hands as close to the floor as you can and slowly press the hips back up to the ceiling. Let's repeat that 2 more times. Gently bend the knees, sinking low, and then pressing the hips up towards the ceiling. And last time we'll bend the knees, and then we'll slowly just come down all the way to the floor and find our middle splits here first. In this position, let's start with our flex feet. So the opposite of ballet, the foot's pulled towards the shin. And then keep that position in the knees straight and gently point your toes. And let's repeat that again. Flex the feet and then point the feet. Now, thinking about one leg, let's rotate that leg open, trying to get the inseam towards the ceiling. And then relax. Same thing on the other side. Try to rotate the leg open and relax. Now let's do both at the same time. Both feet are pointed. Both legs are trying to rotate open for 3, 2, and then relax. Now, either stay here or we're going to explore those side splits just lightly. So when I get into my side splits here, I like to try to roll one leg into that internal rotation. And then it bends, and I try to keep that other leg nice and straight here. As I'm here, we're going to have that front foot pointed, and we'll breathe. We'll try to square up to that front leg, light hinge forward. That modified position on your elbow is fine. And then we'll roll that back leg open and repeat on the other side. Keep that leg long. Gently try to roll in. Point that foot, square up, breathe, light hinge. We'll come back to center, opening up both legs again in that center. Try to hinge yourself forward. Point your toes, Lauren. As you hinge forward, we'll press up to tall. Bring those legs back together. Let's place our hands down on the floor, do a quick plank, and then we'll make our way up to our foot warm-up. With our hands underneath our shoulders and our toes tucked in our plank position, tuck those hips under, squeeze the cheeks. We're going to plank in and brace the core. Breathe. Pull the floor together underneath you. Try imagining pulling your right hand to your right hip and then your left hand to your left hip without moving for 3, 2, now tip the tailbone to the ceiling, lift the hips, and I want you to walk your feet to your hands. Keep them flat on the floor as long as you can, and then slowly roll yourself all the way up to tall.
We're in a plank, Ian.
We're in a plank, Ian. Pay attention. Right. Let's come to our bar.
Here we are.
And with our bar at our side, we'll practice our foot warm-up. Right now, it's not about balance, so make sure you have that light balance aid. Let's work on our thumb over grip, just to be extra correct. In parallel here, we'll pull our foot to that demi point. Then, gently point the toes. Flex rounding over. Curl those toes, but keep the ankle in line. Push back to the big toe, back to the demi point. Heel comes down, squeeze that hip forward. Repeat on the other side. Peel, point, flex over, roll back, demi, heel connects, hips extend. Now press the knees over the toes. Then stay the same height and find a balance on the demi point. Push out of that, finding your balance. This is where you could challenge that. And then knees stay straight, heels connect. Next, roll up, bend the knees. Find the heels to the floor, press the hips through to tall. With those butt cheeks, squeeze them and turn those feet out into your first position, showing me both inseams. Next, repeat the foot warm-up, demi point, toe point, flex over, back to toe, back to demi, hip or heel down. Repeat, demi, point. Tall on that other leg as you flex over, back through the foot. Demi, heel connects. First plie, pull the floor together, sending the knees towards over the toes. You're square to the front of the room, your shoulders are over top of your hips. Press to tall. Repeat, pull together and press to tall. This time adding on a little bit, knees towards over toes. Find that light rise, demi point. Push out, control the down, and we'll reverse it. We'll go up, knees, heels, and press to tall. One last warm up from me. Let's point the leg to the side to our demi point position. In this position, we're standing tall on our inside leg, hip is forward. Our inseam is forward on the standing leg, and we're on our demi point. First 6, point your toe, demi point. Point your toe, demi point. Point. 3 more. Keep the hips level, the inseam forward. Find space in that joint. And last one. And then we'll place that full foot down, pull ourselves over, and repeat on the other side. From the demi point to the point. Demi, point. My hips are staying level because I'm reaching down and away, creating room. I'm keeping that rotation, and I'm definitely not counting. So we'll do this as 1 more, and then we'll find ourselves back in that second position. Next, we'll pull the floor together, plie in the second, and press to tall. Repeat, plie in the second. You're in between 2 walls, press to tall. We'll create some moves of our own here. Plie, roll to the demi, press out. Let's find a balance here. Then slowly descend, heels down. One last time, we'll go up, we'll bend, our heels will connect, and we'll press to tall. Now let's point that outside leg, straight leg, pull underneath you, then relax. Whew.
Thank you so much, Lauren, for getting us through that warm-up, and thank you for following along. Lauren's warmed up both the tendu foot shape, that's the point, and our plie shape. Let's place those together, inclusive of our port de bras, and then it's time for that core on the floor with Lauren. So we'll start in that 6th position or parallel, but then as Lauren's instructed, pivot on the heels to our first. Take your arm in that preparation position and bring it out to the side, and then we'll plie on our first repetition and stretch. Then from that low position to chest height, followed by a stretch. And for our grand plie, it's down, heels up, heels connect, and point. That's our plie series, but let's do a tendu in there too. So a tendu to the front, pull to first, now plie and stretch. And tendu to the side, and first position, and then plie and stretch. And last one, we'll go tendu to the back.
I think we should have our arm out
front
here.
or side if you want, and then first, and follow that with our plie and stretch. And yes, I might have got that order a little bit wrong, so let's finesse that out on the other side. We'll hop, skips, jumps, we'll switch, and we'll do the same effort on the other side. Arm in first, out to the side, in front as we plie, and then stretch. From there, it's a plie, and stretch, and our grand plie, pull down, heels up, arm carriage through, and full stretch. Now let's keep that arm in second, Lauren, that was a great idea, and we'll tendu front, pull, plie, stretch. Tendu, first, plie, and stretch. Tendu back, first, plie, to stretch. And on quad, might have forgot that too last time, but front,
Those nerves.
then side, then pull up to the low ankle position, staying flat on that foot for a second, hips forward, knee side, check out those level hips, and then press to our tall position there. Lauren, take us to the floor, and then we'll come back with 2 bar exercises in a row after that.
To the floor. Let's use our telescope this time. So with our feet underneath us, we'll extend our heart chest forward. Once we can't keep that spine any longer, we'll start the roll from the bottom to the top. We'll come back out into that plank position and add on. Hands under shoulders, push those feet back, squeeze the cheeks, pull the floor together. Now, flick the floor away with a foot. Keep your hips square to the floor. Hold 3 points and then switch. Flick. 3, 2, switch. Hold. 3, 2, switch. Hips are square, shoulders are square. One more time each side. Flick, hold. Last one. Reach through that toe point. Both feet down, tailbone tip to the ceiling, hips lift, feet to hands, feet to hands, feet to hands. And then slowly stack yourself up to tally tall.
Tally tall. After a bar exercise and then an exercise for those cores, we'll take time to address that port de bras again. Pivot to that first position, arms in the low position first. Prepare those arms out to the side and then low, and bring them through that first position. Then open to the side. Look to one hand. Turn the wrist up, turn the wrist down, reach away from the body as it goes over your head, and finish in that third position. Then open back that hand to that second position. Then take a look at the other one. And turn the palm down and then turn the palm up and finish with that little gooseneck wrist
Not
over
too much.
to the top. And from there, look at it a little bit, reach to that sides position, and then open up, allongé, elbows in, and finish with those arms in first. If you think you need weights to train your shoulders, just hold your arms there for maybe one more series of that the next time, and we'll work on that shoulder definition and strength. Let's take our legs to the front. Lauren prepared us very well for that dégagé exercise. Let's dégagé front to first. Dégagé side first. Back and side. Repeating 2 to the front. Repeating ultimately 3 in each direction, but we'll start with 2. Dégagé, dégagé, and side, and back, side again. Now 3 and 2, and 1, 3, and 2, and 1. Now 3 repetitions to the back, and 3, 2, and last one to the side, then pull in to coup de pied. Knee side, hips forward, full foot, perhaps that hand on the bar, and challenge that demi-point rise from here. Those hips are level. Could you again address those hands in a low or that first position here? And then return to 2 feet, press down, shake it out, slip, slide around, and repeat on the other side. Arms in that sides position, and it's 1 to the front and 2, and then back and side, and go front for 2, side for 2, back for 2, side. That's right for 2. Now 3 and 2 and 1 and 3 and 2 and 1 and 3 and 2 and 1 and side for 2 more now. Then pull up on that last one, flat foot, balance if that's for you, hand on the bar, arms down low, announcer's jinx here. And again, find that releve position, maybe those arms up to that first position here, and then reset into our first stance at our shake. Slowing things down just a little bit, working on that fondue. Now, let's stay on this side here. We'll switch in a second, but pivot into your first position. Have your preparation arm down low. Out to the side, and then just keep it there. For this exercise, it's a single leg fondue or plie, and the leg out, and assemble together. And then out to the side, hand tall, and then to the back. Repeating again, en croix. That's right, Lauren. Now we'll go 2 repetitions to the front, and assemble, and front, and assemble. And then side, stretch, side, stretch, and then back, and stretch through, back, and stretch through, and side, in, and side. Then we'll pull up ankle, find that passe position. Maybe that's a new term if you've been following this along. Retire, passe, different, but we'll call that passe from here on out. And again, test yourself perhaps with those arms in that first position. Then return to your tall stance. Add your shakes and wiggles. Skip, 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 skip. And repeating the same efforts on the other side. Are you working from fifth, Lauren?
Oh, no, sorry, I forgot.
Oh, I love it if you are. We need to practice that a little bit more as well here. So, what are we doing?
Fondues.
Arm out to the side. We'll go fondue, front and stretch for 1. 1 each direction en croix.
Knees stay straight.
There we go.
Hips stay level.
Oh, music to my ears. Now let's
Arms
go
stay
2
side.
to the front. Again, to the front and side. Stretch, side, stretch, and then back. If you want to get fancy, that arm come out front, back, and then side and together, and side, together, then pull in. Arm could stay nice and low here in that preparation position. It could come up to that first position and can maybe be able to find
we were being flat.
that demi-point rise. Getting
Next
ahead
time.
of myself there. Oops.
Next time.
All right.
You have to write
Thanks
this
for
down.
reining it in there, Lauren. Trying to rein Lauren in on that 5th position foot. And then Lauren's trying to rein in the retire. Oh, yeah.
Okay, let's go back to that forward fold and add onto the plank. Tuck your chin. Roll yourself forward again. Imagine you're into concrete up to your belly button. You have to fold over top of the concrete to tie your shoes. Yes, you have shoes on while you're in concrete. Walk yourself out. Hands under shoulders, back into your plank position. This time, flick the floor away with a foot and bring the knee to your chest as close as you can. Compress. 3, 2, put the foot back, repeat, switch, flick, pull, knee to chest, hold, back. Again, flick, knee to chest, switch, flick, knee to chest. Last one each side. We're working on the compression here. So get your knees close to your chest as you can. Last time, hold, place back, lift the hips, feet to hand, feet to hand, feet to hands. Slowly press up. And get up to shorty short.
Building off of those port de bras skills, let's assemble. Arms down low. Pivot to first. Open to the side. Come back down low. Then we're up to that first position arms. From there, we'll open to the side. Let's turn the page so the palm goes up, then reaches away towards overhead. Here we are. Now side bend, aiming to keep the fingers over top of the head. Return to the side, return the arm to the second position, then look over at the other one. Turn the book, reach away. Long arm overhead, and from there, we'll side bend, making sure we can breathe into that. Back to tall, then arm second. Now from here, reach out, allonge, elbows in, and then return the hands low. And then shake and wiggle. Nice and slow for a second here. Breathe, breathe. Get an extra rep in.
Just practicing.
Feel that grace and strength that happens with that port de bras. Time to slow things down with a rond de jambe. Let's set that up as we did very similarly to that last drill. Let's reach out the arm. We'll set up our plie, single leg out front, and then stretch. Just hold that for a second. Let's just repeat that again. In our first position, preparation arm, reach out to the side. We'll plie. We'll reach to the front with the arm in first, and then open to the side. Now keep the arm on the side and reach that leg around. That's a rond. And then to the front. And then to the back. And then through the front. The toes lead us back. The heel brings us forward. We'll do one more half repetition and finish in the back. But this time, bring it through the front, plie on a single leg, and one last time, reach the leg wide, out to the back. Then we'll stretch the front leg and perhaps lift that back leg off the floor with a straight knee. Then land. Now open up the other way, so from the back to the side to the front. The toes lead us back, the heels lead us forward, side, front, to the back. And one more time here, let's end up out front, but then we'll plie, bring the leg to the back, stay the same height, hips forward, knees wide, leg front, then stretch. From this position, might we be able to lift that leg? Then bring that into that retire position with that arm meeting in first. Stand on that flat foot, test your balance, and find the amazing strength here in that releve passe position. Return to your 2 feet, press to the floor, and shake out. Ooh, I think we nailed that one, if I could say. That's kind of a new combination for us. One of our new favorite ways to do that port de bras, so thank you for being patient as we explore.
Rond de jambe, I think you mean.
Oh, shoot. See, trying to get so fancy.
Rond de jambe.
Arm is low now. Let's do the preparation twice. So, out to the side. Bring it back in on a plie. Straight leg out front. Open to the side. Assemble together. Repeating one more, and then the rond de jambe after that. Out to the side. In on the plie. Arm front stretch. Out to the side. Then we'll go to the back. The heel forward. The toes back. The heel forward. The toes back. Stop there, I think. Then from there,
Might do one more.
bring it through, this time on our plie. Stay on the plie and draw very little weight on that leg. Out to the side. Then stretch. And then, that arabesque, my goodness, position in the back. And tap down. And then it goes back to side to front. Toes lead us back. Heels face forward to bring us home. 2 more full circles here. That's 1. And then last time, reach to the back. End up in the front. This time, we'll add the plie. Very little load on that leg as we rond around to the front. Stretch. From there, lift and hold. Shoot energy out of those toes. And then bring the arm to that first position. Meet in passe. And with or without those hands on the bar, breathe and balance. And use the bar if you need, and then return to the ground and shake. But I'm not going to give it back to Lauren quite yet, because something so beautiful and slow and amazing, complementing with something so fast.
Beautiful, slow,
8-8, 4-4, 2-2. It's not March of the Penguins, but that's what I think when we do this drill. We'll be going on the and it'll be 8 dégagés out to the side, left to right. Then repeat 4 and 4, then repeat 2 and 2, and then go right back up. Lauren knows what to do. Sometimes you get it right. Sometimes it sounds like a whole bunch of steps. Let's go in 3, 2, 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Lauren's going fast. 4 of them.
One,
Now 4 of them.
2, 3, 4.
2 of them, and 2 of them.
2.
We pause, we pause, we pause, we pause. We're 2,
2.
and 2. And 4, 3, 2, 1, and 4, 3, 2, 1. Now 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, pretty good. Tried to keep up to her.
Well, you brought that need for speed back finally.
Love it. I like that
slowed
speed.
down.
Okay.
All right. We're going back to that plank position, but this time we're going to spice it up and do a side plank. So let's get back to that telescope. Extended, heart, chest, and then end up rolling through the spine and down. Come on down to the floor, end up on your side. What that means is your elbow is underneath your shoulder. Your knees are bent and in line with your hips. Your hips are gently pressing forward. Make sure you're nice and packed and stacked. Now, let's take this top in and feel those lovely obliques we have. Think about pulling the rib cage away from the floor. Give yourself a love tap. You feel great. Good. Now keep pulling your hips up and away from the floor. Press them forward a little bit. Lift from this imaginary rope pulling you up. Next, either stay there or extend that top leg. Shoot energy by reaching towards the wall and lift your leg. Feel your top cheek. Hold. Keep lifting and pulling up for 5, 4, 3. Strong like tree. Knee bends, hips come down, then relax that side body. So try to keep that tension through the obliques even as the hips land on the floor. Let's repeat on the other side. Again, elbow underneath shoulder, hips forward, knees in line. Gently take your hand, hello obliques, pull your rib cage away. Feel them, feels great. Now pull your hips up, press them forward, hold. I have my head and my mop of hair in line with my spine. Extend that top leg. Lift and hold. Reach long. Look at this nice long line. Reach. It's all 5 feet tall.
It's like it's 5'4" or something.
3, 2. Then top leg will tap down. Knees bend. Hips land. Keep pulling away. And then relax. Let's flip to our stomach. If you like a push-up, either from the toes or the knees, press. Tailbone tip, feet to hand, feet to hand, feet to hand, and then slowly stack yourself all the way on top.
There's two movements to finish today's practice. One are Lauren's request to do some position holds. So get ready to get those cramped and core and quad muscles cramped. Then the other will be Lauren's port de bras to finish us off today. So we'll start. In first position, feel free to work from that sixth position if that's for you as well. Let's just work on that preparation arm again. So take it low, reach it out to the side, bring it in, out front, and then now let's keep it in that second position. Pull up to your coup de pied position first at that ankle. Then extend the knee, shoot energy out of the toe, and hold for what I've perceived to be 4 seconds. Then return to the ankle. Now pull up to that position at the knee, the passe. Now keep the knee at the same height as we now extend and hold.
3.
The leg
2,
of your elevated is
1.
pulling into the socket. Then return.
Somebody's got to count.
Stay there or get lower or make more room as you climb the leg. And then one last time, shoot energy out of those toes. This is not easy, but pretend it is. And return to the side and finish tall. You could turn around. We could jump sides across the room here, but repeat. The inside arm is that tall stacked leg, and that other leg is then out moving to the front and eventually to the side. So we have our feet in our first position with the arm down low. Let's just work on that preparation. Bring the arm through first and out to the side, then pull up to the ankle. Now stay low. Learn about this. Can you really straighten that knee? Are you really pressing energy out of those toes? Then return low. Keeping the hips level, climb the leg towards the knee, and same effort. Point, hold. This ain't no thing, but I hope it's a lot of work for you. Then pull back in. You stay there, or could you climb one more degree? And the knee stays that same height, Lauren, looking so good as you point energy to the toes. Return, and then just press down the leg, finishing tall. Kind of lied because there's that, and then there's going to be that same leg lift out to the side or the second position. Out at the side, it's very challenging to be directly beside us here. So again, if 9 o'clocks and 3 o'clocks are directly lateral, we're thinking of being at 245 and 945, so just forward of truly lateral. Okay.
10 and 2.
Let's prepare that arm again. We'll reach out to the side. We'll bring it to the front. Arm to first.
Read your little book.
And second. Lovely hand position and head position, Lauren. Now let's just pull up to the ankle. The knee again will stay at the same place as you point. Those hips are going forward. The knees are straight. 45 degrees or similar. And then down. Then climb towards your tire. Point to the side and hold for again 3, 2, 1. Return in. Are your hips level? Are we leaning away? Let's keep it strict. We'll open up one more time. Perhaps test yourself without that hand. Pull back to passe. Finish in first. Please add that shake and wiggle. You hopefully need it too.
Hope you didn't look at my face.
Get over there, y'all. One more time.
It didn't look like a ballerina.
No. Impassive face. Make it look like it's easy, although we hope it isn't. Okay, feet are in that first. Out to the side, into the front. Gorgeous, Lauren. Look at it as you go. Perfect. Now from here, knee faces side, and reach that leg towards not quite 9, not quite 10, maybe somewhere in between there, and pull. Then stay on that single leg, reach to the knee at passe, and then extend and hold for 3, 2, and pull back in. Stay height. Go low if that's for you, and reach out one more time, perhaps testing yourself without those hands again, but don't forget the straight knee, that's more important. And then press down and finish tall. The last move here for today is that port de bras rib roll. Lauren alluded to concrete before. So again, we're in concrete from below, and now finish the lovely rib roll.
All right. With that arm gently in that preparation position, let's just add on. Reach to the side, front. I'm making this up a bit. Overhead. Next, let's do our side bend towards the bar. Then we will do a light bend towards the bar, extension out the back. As we extend out the back, we'll end up rotating to that new corner. Here, we'll lengthen that arm, reaching away, bending to the other side or the center of the room, rolling around to the front. Let's grow up. Continue that arm coming up. This time we'll reverse it. We'll side bend. We're going to flex around to the front, and the arm will fall. Then it'll open up to the back new corner. Once it's there, keep the shoulder low. Reach away from center to that corner, extending up and over the back. Side bend, roll around to the front. Let that arm reach to the side, and then come back to that first position. Give that a little shake. Let's see if I can.
I love a good old rib roll there.
See if I can repeat that on the other side. In that first position, or parallel feet. Our arm was started in front, then we reached it to the side. We came up through center and towards overhead. Next, we did our side bend towards the bar. Then we extended out the back. Keep the core brace. You're lifting up and over a shelf. New corner, reach to that corner, roll to the front of the room, and then grow up. Next, we'll bring that arm back up overhead. No, you tricked me.
You went to the bar again.
Sure, to the bar again, and then we'll roll to the front this time. Reach away to the center of the room, to that far corner, up and over again, core brace, end up side bending to the bar, bring the arm down through the front, and grow up to tall. Whew, rib cage rolls.
Core stability and that rib cage / T-spine mobility. This concludes our practice today on Thursday at 4. Do you have a preference, a favorite time to train live with us?
I do, it's 4 o'clock.
Then that's going to stick around because I
Thank
liked
you.
it too. So my name is Ian, and together with Lauren, we thank our patrons. That's Patreon. Thank you to our YouTubers at large, that might be you. And then to our members and subscribers of barsandbells.com. Thank you.
Until next time, we practice our kettlebell workouts on Tuesday at 4 and our bar workouts Thursday on 4 at 4.
And play with our strength on most weekends, but it's Easter. So
It's Easter,
not this
so
week.
happy Easter to you. Until next time, take care, stay strong, and we'll train soon.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.